Hey everybody, this is RRPG here, and if you're watching this, then welcome back to my live stream for The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel on the PC. So yes, we're going to get back to where we left off, and we are going to be playing through... I don't think we're going to be playing through all of Chapter 1. I'm really not sure how far the chapters go, but let's see how far along we get today. But yeah, it's time for us to make some progress. So let me go ahead and load up the game, and then we'll get started. Okay. And if you have any questions, and if you want to, you know, come over and say hi or something like that, then by all means, go right ahead, guys. Anyway, so we're gonna resume from the previous save. And we get started with Chapter 1. And I did lower the volume a little bit, so that way, you know, when you're watching this, hopefully it'll be better sounding. Notice the time skip from when we first started with the prologue to this now. Man, so long. That's like 2 or 3 weeks. There might be stuttering on my end.
All right.
Well, from watching the stream, but for you guys just watching the stream only, then it really shouldn't be that much of a problem.
Time to get going.
So yeah, in the previous episode, we just got started with the game, and got introduced to the main characters.
Oh, Reen.
So, we'll see where our adventures take us today.
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk there together?
Sure. It's getting late though, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
No problem. I'm guessing everyone else left already, huh?
I think
Maybe.
so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least. Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
Oh, okay then. He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
Wait, she's still holding that grudge after what happened? And it's been about 3 weeks. Man, you figured that she would get over it by now, but obviously not.
Good morning.
At least Emma's happy to see us.
Good morning.
Morning. Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late. Hey, wait for me, Lisa. We'll see you in class.
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long.
Yeah, you're telling me, Elliot.
She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to. Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually. Class 7's got enough tension as it is, with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats. So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
I'll certainly do what I can, whatever that may be.
Oh, hey, Negative Zen. Welcome to the stream. It's going great. I just got started with playing more of Trails of Cold Steel, so thank you very much for coming on.
These past 2 weeks have really flown by, haven't they? It's funny. I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
Well, strong in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture. I do get what you mean, though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then, Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well, too. As are Laura and Gaius.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really do hope they don't...
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right?
Just so you guys know, I will be explaining something about the dialogue in this game. That's exclusive to the PC version, but not on the PS3 and the Vita versions.
Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the Empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally.
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah, the guy who voices Rain in this game, he also voices Rivali in Breath of the Wild. So, there's a little piece of trivia right there for you guys.
Every chance you get, like a certain someone else.
Oh, I don't plan on it. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end. When the two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
Ah, they're still at each other's throats? Well, that sucks. Then Class 7 isn't going to be, you know, fully unified if that type of tension keeps going on.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity. I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along. And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory. Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way. Step aside at once.
Wait. Who said that? Oh, the nobles.
Class 7ers.
Of course, there's going to be those arrogant dickheads.
Is something the matter?
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, Patrick. A word of
So his
advice.
name is
You might be
Patrick,
part
huh?
of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
Wouldn't be surprised if that was actually, you know, quote-unquote Groose and his cohorts from Skyward Sword, if they had that type of attitude.
So they're from one of the upper classes. This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles.
Of course.
Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives.
Super up his own ass, noble, from your tropes list, negatives in. Yep.
It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
That seems to be a common thing with Japanese RPGs. They always have those sagacious assholes, no matter who they are. It's just a very common thing. It's like you hardly ever see that in Western games, although I'm pretty sure there are Western games that do have that kind of thing, but they're a bit more, but they are far more over the edge with, you know, their speech and all that. They tend to swear a whole lot.
Wow, really? Guess that's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, have you picked out a club to join yet? Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
I guess that is a deciding factor of who we get as one of our waifus in this game, if I were to put it in that perspective. Notice how I use that word nonchalantly.
Stand, bow. Be seated.
Yeah, exactly, Negative Zen.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago.
So his name Thomas Lysander.
This was brought
Oh, there's another trope to scratch off your list, Negative Zen. A guy with swirly glasses. That has always been a common thing with anime, and even anime-based video games in this day and age. And War of the Lions, I think Final Fantasy took that first with Final Fantasy Tactics. Falcom. May want to change the name of that so that way you can avoid copyright.
a civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late Emperor
And the War of the Lions was a civil war too.
successors.
Yeah, anything in this day and age that has swirly glasses just seems to happen prominently in any anime or manga.
But of course, I'm not here to
Very redundant.
if I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this.
I mean, you hardly ever see that with Western media. Although I am pretty sure that there might have been somebody, whether in a Western TV, well, probably there was a Western cartoon and Western media, or like comics and video games that had that typical guy with the swirly glasses, or the typical woman with the swirly glasses. Yep, just like how Umino was in Sailor Moon, right? Negative Zen?
As members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many
And no, I do not call him Melvin because I don't think that the 90s dub of the anime that we got for Sailor Moon aged really well, which it never did. Which, that's why I really enjoyed the current one that's right now, the one where Stephanie Sheh is the voice of Usagi Tsukino's Sailor Moon, because it feels better modernized and all that stuff.
The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession. He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself. And that name, of course, was Dreikel's Ricey Ardor.
Dreikel's.
He would
Quite a name.
become known as Dreikel's the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia, and father of the Renaissance.
Negative Zen, they actually did remake Sailor Moon, but it was called Sailor Moon Crystal, as it was more based on the manga, so everything was like, from every episode was like every chapter of the manga, so it followed the manga more closely than the original anime did.
Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Dreikel's army was initially rather small in number, but as he traveled across the empire, winning over the hearts.
If you're wondering what type of bubblegum I'm having,
his
juicy fruit.
forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Dreikel's first began gathering his army was
Oh, all the hot teacher that all the girls are into, or the hot teacher all the guys are into in this game, or in other animes, yeah. But, I don't know. We'll probably see that once we keep going on with this game.
Green Schwarzer. Would you care to tell the class?
Oh, she actually had the answer right in front of him. You know, it's so funny that she actually had the answer down for him. Oh yeah, juicy fruit is the best gum. The type I have has less sugars in it. It's one of those things that I need to get off my diet, is having a lot of sugar, because that has raised my triglycerides for a little over that for quite some time, and I've been working a year and a half to try to lower that down with changing my diet and going on exercises more. And she blushed at him. So, yeah. By making good decisions, acting properly, and completing quests, you will gain AP academic points. And when you accumulate enough academic points, your rank will increase the next time you report a quest. There are 15 ranks, ranging from B7 to A0. And every time your rank increases, you will receive a perk from the Academy. Okay. So, a little bit of what to expect in the class system, or in the rank system at least. Yeah, it was hard for me to cut sodas too, Negative Zen, so, but, you know, it's just one of those things that you just gotta try hard. Gotta ignore it, drink more water, and then over time you'll actually be more comfortable with it. It's been that way for me ever since. So yeah, I mean, one step at a time. One step at a time, Negative Zen.
In case you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day. It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful. Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so. Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
Practical exam.
Practical exam?
What does that entail exactly? It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement.
Oh, you do a secret eat at night? Just something of a guilty pleasure type of secret eat? But yeah, it's good that you get that type of exercise. So, doing boxing, Muay Thai, and running with your fiancé, very good for exercise, Negative Zen.
About a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
What?
Here it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something. That concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
And I think you can choose one of the clubs to join as part of, you know, selecting who you want as a close friend or, you know, as one of your girlfriends in this game. But I could be mistaken. Gaius, a big muscular man like him, joining for art? Yeah, I can definitely see that for him. Oh, I see negatives in. Yeah, if she's doing that to you, then don't bother trying to, you know, get back. Yeah, club. I guess whatever club determines your waifu. I'm not entirely certain since I haven't really played through this whole game, but I wouldn't deny the possibility. Ah, Instructor Sarah needs one of us to do a favor, and I guess she's going to pick Reen to do that job. Oh, I see what you're doing there, Negative Zen. Anyway, now we're at the spot where we can go ahead and we can, you know, move around. But anyway, when getting back to me talking about the whole shebang with the dialogue in this game, for the PC version of Trails of Cold Steel, this and its sequel, Trails of Cold Steel 2, there was like 5,000 additional lines of dialogue that was added to the PC version over the PS3 and the Vita versions when they released. So you actually hear more dialogue from this game than you did than you did from the original releases. Hey, Chunky. Oh my God! Look at Margarita. Look at those fat lips you have there. Look like Grover lips. But yeah, you can see that we're getting a good rundown of the school just by looking around and all that. Is there any way to get the teacher waifu story going? The teacher? With the teacher? I'm not entirely certain. I wouldn't be surprised if there was, but don't you think that's kind of creepy to have Instructor Sarah as Reen's waifu in this game? It just doesn't sound right. The Student Union building should be to the east of the main building. The main building where we're at, by the way. There's more to Thors than just the main building and all its classrooms. There are many other facilities located on campus. The auditorium is used for events like the entrance ceremony. Although the building is normally closed, it will be open during certain events. Oh, not for... Oh, for the teacher waifu story? But not for Rain, but for her, though? I don't know. Probably. I mean, with Nihon Falcom games, they do tend to be, you know, heavily story-driven, so I wouldn't deny that possibility either. So yeah, we're getting a rundown on most of the buildings within campus. And event markers, they're also in place, and they're usually, they're under two categories: key events required to advance the story, or quest events related to a quest that isn't mandatory. I guess the quest events not only are just filler, but I assume that some of them are also based on, like, relationship purposes, too. Anyway, let's go ahead and check the status. Or let's go to the note. AP ranks. How am I going to get node for my student identification? Is it in the status screen? Nope. Or is it in the link system, or just in the system in general? Oh, or the... Oh, I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out later. But yeah, that's what mostly Thors Academy looks like. So Becky can't really say that, or... I guess with Becky, she has a Scottish accent? Oh yeah, the sword he has in the picture, yeah, that's actually pretty awesome. Yeah, his weaponry is more based on Eastern, like the samurai archetype type of character for him to play as. And I guess that makes sense since he is the main character of this game, to have more of that leader personality. The lacrosse field. Besides, I'm not really trying to join right away, as I'm just getting a good look at all the clubs that are around here. That allowed you to fight? Well, it'd be nice if there was like a martial arts club or something. Which would be awesome. Oh, the riding club. Oh, where we can ride horses. But, don't you dare get excited when you're around me, horse. I'm not among your same, biology. Or a Gunpla Battle Club with, like, Gundams and all that. That'd be pretty cool, if they had something like that in this game. Since there is a huge mecha in this game that you can actually use, but that's much, much later on. And it's important to the story, yes. Here we are at the gymnasium. Oh, hey, it's the arrogant boy. Yeah, Patrick from Class 1. Do you really think the feeling is mutual? Well, for him, I mean, for Reen it does, but for you? For being an asshole? No. Tell me more awesome things, though. Oh, I don't know. Everything's kind of, new to me. So, you'll just have to, we'll just... I mean, this is technically more of a blind playthrough, as I'm really not that, you know, heavily into this game. Oh, wow. this guy Loggins, he called that noble Patrick an asshole. But then again, when it comes to Nihon Falcom games, their tendency of saying the very raunchiest things does tend to happen. And notice how it's Saturday, too, that they're all having classes on Saturday, if you take a look at the top right screen, where it says the month and day. So April 17th is a Saturday for this game's world. Oh, okay, this is the fencing club. Would this be where I want to join if I want to get my sword skills on? Who knows? And there's a swim club here. Swimming doesn't strengthen your body, but your soul too. So yeah, if I decide to join the swim club, then good chance I would have Laura as my, this character right here. Like I said, you can have relationships with any female character in the game, or be really good friends to one of the males. But no, there's no intimacy when it comes to males, but with the females, since you're playing as a male character, that's more, you know, that's the more likely scenario. Yeah, your death would be swift if you went in there, Reen, so better stay out. Shooting range. Do not enter without express permission. So I guess this is where Machias is going to be, since he wields a gun? You know, that shotgun from the previous episode? We actually get a good view of the pool from the balcony here. That's pretty awesome. I would guess so, Negative Zen? I wouldn't know, though. Okay, so yeah, that's the training hall and the gymnasium. It'd be nice if we could actually use that training hall to actually do some training and possibly increase our stats if we were ever given that opportunity. Oh, a gardening club. Huh. Interesting. And just so you know, this game doesn't take place throughout the whole... you know, this installment at least doesn't take place throughout the whole 2-year time at the Academy. It actually takes place for within the 6 months from the beginning of joining to October? Principal's office? Oh boy. Van Dyke. Like Dick Van Dyke. Oh, Vice Principal Heinrich. Faculty lounge. That's where the faculty members are. Okay, so let's go ahead and explore more inside this building. And I think that will take us out to the main area, but we're here at the infirmary, so we actually get to meet with the instructor Beatrix of the infirmary. You know, in case if somebody gets sick. Oh, and hey, Star Child! Welcome to the stream. No, Trails of Cold Steel or the Legend of Heroes games, they're not based on an anime series. This is all... It's just only a video game series, but, you know, the anime visuals, that's the game's main aesthetic. I mean, games like the Tales series, even though it has an anime vibe, but it's good on its own for just being mostly a video game series. Yeah. Vincent, the noble escort. The noble escort Florald will take you to where your heart desires. You're just harassing her for her attention. Oh, I see. And now we'll lead outside right there, just in case if you're wondering. Oh, the custodian's room. Oh, it's the, I guess this is where the janitor stuff is supposed to be. Oh, there's our instructor right there. Since that is Classroom 7, since we are part of Class 7, so, yeah. And yes, there's a rooftop to this place. Not a lot of people on the... Well, there's Fee over here. Being bored. Wow, what a party pooper. Well, yeah, no wonder. I think this is the music club. Yep, it said the music room. Yeah, I think this is the one that Elliot wants to be in. The club that he wants to be in. Yep, there he is. Yeah, and that room is for the staff only, and I think one of the rooms inside the second floor is also for the art club. Here's the home ec room, where cooking is, and home work is, you know, working at home. What game am I playing it on, or what system I'm playing on? This is actually the PC version, the computer version that's on Steam. And you can also get it off of good old Galaxy if you want to get the DRM-free version of this game. But this game also is on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation Vita, although it is already out on the PlayStation 4 in Japan. But in terms of a Western localization of this game for the PS4, it's really hard to say. That's up to Xseed at this point. But if you ask me, I'm pretty sure they're going to want to focus all their resources on Trails of Cold Steel 3, since, you know, both this game and its sequel are already out on PS3, Vita, and the PC. Okay, here's the art room. This is where Gaius is. Gaius is trying to become like Bob Ross. He's gonna paint some happy little trees and happy little clouds and say, yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for painting, and God bless. Or as Deadpool would say at the end, hugs not drugs. Oh man, I'm so looking forward to Deadpool 2. This, either May or June. And this is the computer room. And it's locked. I guess it's one of the more private clubs. I don't know. There's the conference room. There's the principal. Okay, so we already seen this. So I guess we can go ahead and walk out. Because we actually do need to go over to the place that we need to get that thing for Instructor Sarah. So yeah, we did get a good glimpse of a lot of the campus, although there is more to see. Okay, this is the engineering building. I guess the engineering club is one of the things in this game, too. Ooh, something is underneath this, and it looks like a motorcycle underneath there. I guess that's the motorcycle that Reen uses in the sequel. I potentially possibly spoiled that. Although I haven't played the sequel yet, and yet, they do have promotional art where it shows Reen on a motorcycle for the sequel. So I assume that's what was underneath that tarp. Oh, the old schoolhouse? Uh-oh. Something dangerous is behind that door. And you're going back, you're playing Berserk in the Band of the Hawk right now, and then you're going back to play Mad Max Star Child. Ah, cool. Yeah, I have played a little bit of Berserk in the Band of the Hawk, although I haven't really gotten that far. I still haven't even beaten the past story arc yet before Guts becomes what he becomes. You know, the Black Swordsman or whatever. Okay, so I assume this is the way to the dorms? No, it's the library. I guess Machias wants to get into studies, and you can plainly see that from his personality. Hopefully you guys can hear the volume of the game just fine. I did try to turn it down a little bit so that way you can hear my voice some more. And even going to the library, we actually get some more information about Erebonia's history. And I guess this is very important in case of the questions that we are to be asked. That will actually increase our academy points. So keep that in mind when you're playing this, that you learn much of the lore of the game's history, or at least the world's history of, or the country's history of Erebonia, if you want to try and do better with answering the questions that will get you academy points and so forth. Or if you want to, you can always cheat and go on GameFAQs, since there is an official GameFAQs for this game from GameFAQs through an HTML format. Or the Berserk game that's on the PS2. Yeah, I think I remember you playing that Berserk game on... Yeah, you were actually playing the Berserk game on the PS2, if I remember. Okay, so the book notes. Yeah, GameFAQs just has about everything. Oh, hey, there's Juices. Well, I mean, you can always be good friends with Rain if you wanted to. Don't have to be a dick about it, Juices. More of the library we can explore, and we can actually get some more lore if we wanted to. But yeah, be sure you read these books so that way you can put them in your notes, so that way you can actually have an encyclopedia that you can refer back to. Yeah, XC did put out Killer is Dead, the Grasshopper Manufacturer game. Xseed is very, very grassroots, far more than what Atlas used to be before they got owned by Sega. They don't have that much funds as like what Atlas has with localizing and promoting their games. You know, the games that are from Japan coming to the Western shores. And just so you guys know, some characters from the other Legend of Heroes games, they actually do get mentioned in this game, but they don't have a relevance to the story of those games unless they actually do appear in those games. Like, you'll probably see both Estelle and Joshua from Trails in the Sky get mentioned in this game, but they don't have a relevance in this game's story. And doesn't look like we're going to get much out of this, so we'll just leave them alone for the time being and actually go inside the building that we need to go to get what Instructor Sarah wanted us to get. And besides, Machias, I don't think you want to go in there since Juice is inside the library. You guys are just going to have another intense and heated standoff.
Cafeteria's on the first floor, but I wonder where the student council room is.
Hey there, first year.
Oh, a very important character to this game.
How's it going?
Wait a minute, how do you say that? Bandonade? Or a Band-Aid? Band-Aid boy?
Academy life been treating you well this past half month?
Oh, yeah, it has. Guess it must be a second year. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Mostly. Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others, too. But you just hang in there, okay?
Okay. Wait. You're a second-year student, aren't you? Do you mind?
Or bandanaed. Okay, that makes sense, Starchild.
Hey, now.
Since he does have a bandana on his on his head.
First things first. How about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing?
Trick?
You got a 50 mirror?
Yeah, bandanaed.
I think so. Pretty sure I do, anyway.
That just seems weird how they
Cheers.
make that into a name. It's like one of those things that just rolls off your tongue. Seriously, bandanaed?
All right. Watch closely. Now, which hand is the coin in? Left or right?
I don't think it's I don't think it's on either hand, but you could just go ahead and pick whatever one you want.
Too bad.
Guess you win. I'm usually pretty good at following moving objects, too. Though, wait. You said this was a trick, which means...
You catch on quick.
Yep, it's not in his other hand either.
Keep up the good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor. Oh, and the student council room is on the 2nd floor, furthest room back. See you around. Have a good...
Have a good weekend. Oh, yeah, definitely. You too, whatever your name is.
Wait, my 50...
Don't worry, you can actually get more when we're going out on our practical exam, Reen.
Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room, too. Somehow. Nice good. I haven't met many of the second years yet. Wonder if they're all like that. Oh well. At least now I know where I'm going. Though if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush. I might as well see what else people are up to in here.
Okay, on the first floor of the Student Union building, you'll find both the cafeteria and the campus store. As you might expect, the cafeteria sells a number of different kinds of food. Meanwhile, the store sells combat equipment like weapons and recovery items. Okay, it's good to know. Although, if I do remember, I don't think that the weapons for every character have a different type of design or makeup to them. I think they all stick with the same design and makeup for their default weapons. Which is lame, if you ask me. Because I actually do like it when weapons have a different look to them. It's cheap, delicious, and served quickly. Well, you mean this is like a fast food restaurant? Then I don't know if I want to actually get that. Oh. Oh well. Anyway, there's the campus store. Oh, but he doesn't have anything ready, so we'll just leave it as is. But we can't even go inside the campus store nor the cafeteria, so let's go upstairs. There's the literature club. I assume that's one of the clubs that any of the characters that we know can join in. I think this is one that I think Emma wants to be in. Or something. I'm not too entirely certain of what all the characters and what clubs that they want to be in, although we did get a good glimpse of some of the characters who want to be in certain clubs. Tall boys with glasses really are the best? Well, Dorothy, you must be into the nerdy guys. The lower class chess club? Oh, more nerd clubs, like chess club. He's got to get good with his technical RPGs. Okay, the Imperial Fishing Club. Oh, a fishing club, huh? Gone fishing, Kenneth. Okay, thank you for not getting the club opened to us. And here's a photography club in case we want to take pictures, photographs, and all that. Door that's also, oh no, it's unused. And here's the student council room that we want to go in.
Hello? Please come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption.
Is it that? Yep, it's her, who we met, who we had to give our weapon to when we first entered the academy.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, I figured it was like 2 or 3 weeks.
Welcome to the student council room, Reen Schwarzer.
Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second-year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book.
So this is Towa Herschel, or Towa Herschel.
The name's Toa Herschel.
Yep.
I'm the student council president.
President?
And it uses the PlayStation 3's installation beep with the exclamation cursors on people, you know, on characters' heads and all that.
I'm sure I'll have plenty
Find it as a funny touch.
you and the other first years during your time here.
Since console-wise, it, you know, Trails of Cold Steel, it is a PlayStation console exclusive series.
So if there's anything you need help with,
You know, home video game console, but it's also available on PC too.
I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe. So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see.
Student notebooks.
Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle orb mint, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orb mints. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus types you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Hello, Jerry, or Fighter Chaos. Welcome to the stream.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much just me.
Yep, and there you go, your classic opener of opening up a can of soda.
Which means it's my fault this has taken so long.
You know, I probably should have that to the soundboard, you know, so that way everybody will spiritually know you just came onto the stream.
Well, if anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Technically, you're right, but she's always so busy. And I help out the other instructors a lot too, so I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So, you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please.
Oh, by the way, Jerry, I'm listening to that podcast. I was listening to that podcast this morning that you gave me last night. I still have not found that quote yet. I'm still looking for it, though. But yeah, based on the sound of the podcast, that was very, very old school. It just seemed like you guys weren't in your prime yet.
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah. She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work, right? It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start here at the Academy.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out, so I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Mwah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, when comparing that that podcast back then to what we're doing now, yeah, you guys have come a long ways, and so have I, certainly, ever since I got started with the YouTube scene almost, around 9 years ago.
One, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down. No, Instructor Sarah's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment. But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the Academy and in Trista.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them. And we try to help out however we can. I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day. And drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing. Thanks.
It's already nighttime at Thors Academy.
Already?
Or dusk.
What a day. Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria. And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy? Hello? This is Reen Schwarzer speaking.
Wait, he's using that as a cell phone? Wow, that battle orbit is more than meets the eye.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind.
I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
This is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind? I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event. And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But alright, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem. There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president. So, Emma, or Machias. And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special, exactly?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course, but in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely even you can see that, no?
Well...
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Beer.
Beer, of course.
Well, what better way than to down your sorrows with a little beer?
It's the weekend, and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome. If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along. And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew, and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
If I don't plant myself somewhere, huh?
Hmm.
May have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
Man, that was a long build up to one chapter. My goodness. Now we're finally into chapter 1. Damn. You can see how heavily story-driven these games are, huh, folks? Afterwards, Rain returned straight to the dormitory, and after relaxing in his room for a while, he decided to walk around the dorms. You can now view the overall achievements and character tabs of your notebook. Both can be accessed by pressing the back button or choosing Note from the camp menu and then selecting their respective tabs. Okay. I should get this done with tonight. Be aware, however, that the story will progress should you return to Rain's room. Oh, okay. We gotta give everybody their books. Oh, hey there, Rain. Something the matter? Toa gave me Class 7 student notebooks to hand out earlier, so I'm going around delivering those. There's yours, Elliot. Alright. Elliot got his. Well, I would say 2 down, 7 to go. Broken like a true music nerd. And then... Yep, that's Machias' room. Who is it? It's me, Rain. I got something here for you. I'll be right there. And I handed Machias his student notebook. Sorry to make you go through all that trouble. Oh, don't worry about it. You were in the middle of studying there. I'm sorry if I interrupted you. No need to be sorry for that. How did you know I was studying, though? You got pencil marks all over the sides of your hand. Oh, boy. Well, then. You should make sure to do plenty of studying yourself. You don't want to find yourself falling behind. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Most of our classes seem like they'll be pretty hard, too. Agreed. Besides, it'll be a chance to show you those snobby It'll be a chance to show up those snobby upper-class students. I'll see you tomorrow, then. Yeah, good night. But yeah, it still blows my mind how, you know, it just took that long to introduce a chapter. This should be Juice's room. Who's there? It's me, Rain. I got your student notebook here. Very well. You have my thanks. Don't mention it. Mind if I ask you what you're up to? I was simply reading. Oh, what kind of book? A biography I borrowed from the library. Why mustn't I indulge your mundane little questions? Yeah, seriously, what an asshole. The two of us are perfect strangers. Seriously, see what I mean? Guy will be difficult to adapt with. But although I'm pretty sure he'll warm up to everybody as soon as the game keeps going along. And no mind. Was that meant to be a warning? Yeah, I'd say so. There, Reen. And there's, Gaius. About to do some artwork. Evening, Reen. What's up? Actually, I was just looking for you. I got your student notebook here. Here you go. Oh, I was wondering when that'd come. Thanks. Sorry to make you go out of your way to deliver it. No worries. Your room's got a really distinctive feel to it, though. What's that hanging on the wall? Drapes? It's sort of an ornament made in the Nord Highlands. I thought it'd be a nice way to bring the spirit of my homeland along with me. Oh, very nice. I see. It really does give off that whole room of an exotic feel. You got your brushes out too, so I guess you were up to spend tomorrow painting? Yeah, I'm planning to head over to the art club. Feel free to come along if you feel like it. Haha, will do. Well, we'll see. But I'm pretty sure they would want us to do the more important stuff, like, you know, working or helping out the student council and whatnot. Oh yeah, that's Instructor Sarah's room, so don't mind her. Vacant room, so I guess the rest of the girls are over here? Here it goes. Who is it? It's me, Reen. Oh boy. When she hears the name, she's like, don't even come near me, even though she still holds a grudge. Even after this long, too. What do you want? What are you even thinking coming to some innocent girl's room this late at night? Oh, okay, good point. I wouldn't have under normal circumstances, but there's something I need to give you. Reen explained that Toa asked him to hand out everyone's student notebooks. Oh. Okay, wait a moment. Oh, she's got a stuffed bunny and a sousaphone inside for her room. Hurry up and hand it over. Okay, just hold on a sec. Man, pushy girl. It should be this one. Let's see, Elisa Wright. Don't read that! Huh, looks like she doesn't want anybody to know her surname. I can't let my guard down around you for a second, can I? Sorry, I can't tell which notebook is which without looking inside. I really didn't mean any harm. Or so you say. Anyway, that's all you wanted, isn't it? Good night, then. Then slams the door hard. Yep. Oh boy. Guess I'll have to back off for tonight. She's still... Man. But it just seems that R is just an initial. Well, yeah, it is, Reen. Although I'm pretty sure he'll come to know what her surname is later on. Okay, so that's Fee's room. Who's there? It's me, Reen. I got something here for you. Coming. Yep, Miss Bedhead. We have her student notebook. Cheers. And yeah, and she is yawning so much, so I guess we can safely assume that her head is a bedhead. Oh, were you asleep? I didn't mean to wake you up. It's fine. Haha, I'm surprised you went to sleep this early, though. I mean, we just had dinner. I didn't have anything else to do. You done? Yeah, just wanted to give you that notebook. Right. She's a unique one, that girl. Wonder how she ended up a student here anyway. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine, buddy. And that's Laura's room. Huh? Hey, Laura, are you in there? Is that you, Reen? I'll be right there. And she has her student notebook. Thanks for taking the time to deliver it to me. Don't worry about it. What were you doing anyway? You didn't hear me knocking and you're covered in sweat. I was just practicing with a wooden sword. Yeah, she is a, swordsman at heart. More so than Reen, anyways. I must have been so focused on my practice that I didn't hear you knock at first. That's some concentration, all right. Maybe I should do some practicing when I get back to my room, too. Haha, you certainly don't want to neglect your training. I'd enjoy it if I had someone to duel with some time, too. Well then, good night. Good night. And now we have one more, and that will be to little Miss Emma. Yes, who is it? It's me, Reen. Do you have a moment? Ah, Reen, I'll be right there. So we got Emma her student notebook. So everybody's student notebooks are given. Hee, thank you. Oh, on an unrelated note, how are you planning to spending the day tomorrow? I'm thinking I'm going to help out the student council. How about you? I plan on looking at some more clubs. I haven't seen what the culture clubs have to offer yet, so I'll be visiting them tomorrow. Oh, right. Joining a club does sound like a good idea. Let me know if any of them seem really good. All right, I will. Also, I do hope you are able to make up with Elisa soon. Oh. Haha, did you hear us just now? Well, you weren't exactly quiet. I think Elisa still needs to sort out her feelings about everything. But don't worry, I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. Thank you. Good night, Emma. Good night, thank you for bringing me my notebook, too. Yeah, she seems more like that type of person who can just, you know, be the mediator of particular groups. But, yeah, so that's done with that, and there's really not that much else we can do around here. I mean, we could talk to Sarah if we wanted to. And she's having some ice-cold beer. Even though we don't see any beer. Have you been drinking all night? At least try not to fall asleep here, okay? I don't want you to catch a cold. Don't you worry your pretty little head about me. I'm indestructible. Cue the Street Fighter 4 main theme. Vanilla Street Fighter 4. Indestructible! No, I don't want to sing it. I don't want to have to lose any viewers. Although some people will probably say, too late. Wow, she went from plastered to bastard in the blink of an eye. Oh, wow. Looks like there's a lot more to her than I thought. Plastered to bastard. Quite a funny way to put it, or to put it in that analogy. Plastered to bastard. Anyways. I think we're done here, so let's go ahead and head back into our dorm. No. Here's where we need to go. Sorry. Yep, we're already done for today, and we already did what we need to do, so let's go on to the next day. Or the next few days, if this game likes to progress with the... But then again, I don't think so, since it is the free day, so we can do whatever we want. So, yeah. Free day. April 18th, a Sunday. It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday for Monster Truck Rally Weekend! Although there are no monster trucks in this universe. Would be awesome if there was. Student Council tasks for April. Oh, so we can actually read the mail that we get. Task: Old Schoolhouse Mystery required. Principal Van Dyke. I have reason to believe that strange phenomena have been occurring in the old schoolhouse of late. As such, I would like to request that one or more combat-ready students look into this and report back to me. For more details, come see me in my office on the first floor of the main building. Principal Van Dyke. And I guess either the side quests that we do have to happen within that particular day that we come across them, or they are given a period of time where we have to complete them before they just go bye-bye. So, it's one of the things we'll have to figure out as soon as we continue to go along here. An orbital delivery. I just finished repairing a bunch of orbital tech here at the engineering club, but I need someone to deliver everything. Stop by the engineering building, left of the student union building, and I'll tell you more. George, Year 2, Class 3. Okay. And this is from Colette. I kind of dropped my student notebook, and now I can't find it anywhere. Would anyone be willing to help me look? I'll be looking for it in the first floor of the student union building, and I'd really appreciate it if someone lent me a hand. Colette, Year 1, Class 4. Okay. So there are 3 tasks to do. One from the principal, one from the engineering club, and one from another first-year student. I certainly wasn't expecting a request from the principal as one of my very first assignments. Yeah! So, yeah, you got the whole day to get everything done. So, yeah, like I said, quests are optional, but, you know, if you want some progress and some, you know, story to be brought along, then definitely take that into account when you're playing this. Yeah, not undertaken in a timely manner. Okay. about bonding events. On free days, special events can be triggered with certain classmates and sub-characters. These are called bonding events. 1 point will be consumed each time you view an event, but your bond with that character will be strengthened. When the time of day advances to evening, all daytime bonding events and quests will no longer be available. In exchange, you will receive 1 bonus point, which can be used to trigger an evening-exclusive bonding event. Oh, okay. So, on your free days, you can use bonding points to participate in bonding events with other classmates, and viewing bonding events will allow you to gain link experience with that character. And different bonding events will be available during the daytime and evening. In the evenings on your free days, you will receive an additional bonding point. Okay. So yeah, this is where the whole intimacy thing comes into play for when you're playing this game. Yeah, there's my room. I think everybody else is out doing their own things, and there's Elliot. You're looking pretty busy there, Elliot. Okay, it consumes a bonding point. Yeah, probably not. I mean, you can choose whatever bonding point you want, but just don't, just go with what your gut tells you on who you think you should bond with, and not, just choose people at random. Alyssa's room is locked. Although I'm pretty sure Fee's taking a nap. Okay. So yeah, use the bonding points who you want to be your, you know, who have the, you know, you want to have the best relationship with. The weather's beautiful today. Right then, let's head out. At the center of Trista is a shopping district. You can purchase a variety of items in the stores there. And we've already been through this game for about maybe 3 or 4 hours, and still they're giving us a lot of the game that we really don't even know yet. This is like we're playing a BioWare game where we learn a lot of things within the first half of the game before, you know, we just progress through the rest of it. Just goes to show you how deep the learning curve is for games like these. To access the quick travel menu. Oh, okay. And even using the X button for the quick travel menu, it can actually show you where you can actually do some bonding events with certain characters. Okay. Well, that's awesome. So I guess if we were to actually look, and we actually get a good idea of where most of the characters are. And some of the things we can actually do to actually procure some bonding events if we like. And the weather's perfect today. The fish are really going to be biting today. Looks like he's a student from one of the upper classes. Yeah, probably in the fishing club. Hey there, haven't met you yet. You're one of those red uniform. You have one of those red uniforms on, so I guess you're from class 7. That's right, name's Rain Schwarzer. Are you a first year too? Yep, I'm Kenneth Lakelord, Class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back, you'd like it. But yeah, pleasure's all mine. Likewise. I'm pretty laid back, he's pretty laid back himself, especially for a noble. But no, Rain's not laid back, since he does seem more like the type of person who's more of the all-around character. I guess he's more of the central focal character who is supposed to represent the player, kind of like Link from the Legend of Zelda games. Ah, so we can actually get into the basics for fishing. I guess fishing is one of the things that we can actually do when we're playing this game. Starting off as a wide angler, but don't think too much about that. Just fish away to your heart's content. Oh, okay. What? Just ignore that for now. It's not all that important. Oh, yeah. Once you started landing some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll trade you some cool prizes for points. Prizes? Points? What's going on? Now that's all explained, it's time for me to head off. I got some fish to catch. Got some bigger fish to fry, you mean, Kenneth? I'm still confused about some of the stuff he said, but oh well. Yeah, no pressure there, Reen. Just let it go. Isn't Lake Lord his last name? His family must be pretty famous then, and I'd assume experts on fishing. Yeah, I would assume so too. Although we will see some of the fishing mechanics go, you know, within this game. Seems like could be a pretty decent fishing spot. Yeah, I would assume so too. You can now view the fishing tab in your notebook. Okay. At fishing points, you can fish a set number of times. By catching fish, you'll earn angler points, and the amount you'll get will depend on the variety and size of the fish you catch. Get fishing to earn more points. You can check how many points you have by choosing the Note tab in the camp menu by pressing the back button, then choosing Fishing. Talk to Kenneth and it will allow you to exchange your angler points for items. Okay. As your angler rank increases, he will have more items available to trade for. Okay. You know what? We might as well go ahead and show it off here since we have, you know, the whole free day. Okay. I don't have any bait, so we'll just go ahead and fish. Oh, it's one of those things where we have to keep pressing the right button prompts to actually, get the fish that we want. Oh, wow. And coughed up a sepith water. It's like an elemental crystal that you can get, which I still haven't figured out what those elemental crystals are used for. I guess it has something to do with the type of, those orbments or whatever, or those type of, quartz for the orbments that we can get, but who knows?
Not bad.
Swordtail. CP recovered by 5. Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of activity to do when you're on campus. I imagine that the thing will get a lot tougher to, reel in for the fish that we catch. It'll get much tougher from here on out. And I assume that changing the bait will actually be more beneficial to getting the different types of fish. I guess so, because we're really not getting anything else. We're just pretty much getting a bunch of swordtails. And we're getting a bunch of, blue sepiths. So yeah, that was just a quick glimpse of the fishing mechanics. Like I said, a lot of activity. Anyway, we're going to go into the Thors Academy. And if we hit... And here we are in the help section. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is how we view ourselves for the, in the overall achievements and how we can actually get our academy points up and that kind of stuff. And even with extracurricular activities and field study tasks. Okay. So... that's a good thing to know right there. Oh, there's Juices. That might prove interesting. Is he looking toward the stables? Maybe he's interested in horses. What are you staring at? Oh, sorry. Wasn't really staring at anything. He was just, being fascinated by your interest in horses. Ferris girl isn't exactly fond of me. Hopefully this is my imagination. I got practice to focus on anyway. Who would have thought that Elisa would want to get into... is quite a fascinating sight to behold. Being bested by a commoner is quite simply not an option. As the daughter of the Florald family, it is my duty to put Elisa in her place. Oh, wow. Yeah, another asshole-ish type of noble. So there's that trope getting plastered into us at full force. Again. And there's Laura right over here. Good day, Reen. Have you come for a swim too? Not quite. I'm surprised the swimming club's active at this time of the year, though. Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. The water is rather chilly, but I think it makes for good training. Haha. How did I know you'd say something like that? Should I stick around a bit longer? Yeah, might as well get a bonding point. Would it be fine if I just hung out and watched the club for a while? You get no objections from me. In fact, you came along at the perfect time. I was just about to test my short-distance swimming speeds. Do you think you could record my times? Sure, I can do that. Nice, decent little swimming animation they have going on here. Goal! That took you 22.34 seconds. Ooh, just so-so time. So-so? You tore across the pool! If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were part fish. Let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, my father is a dolphin. In fact, he could probably outswim one. Maybe, but he's the Radiant Blade Master. His swimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding. I could hardly take my eyes off of her while she was in the water. Is there a reason why you're staring at me? Oh, no, don't mind me. I could take swimming I take it swimming is a specialty of yours then. Perhaps more habit than specialty. Legram is located alongside a lake, and I used to swim there in the winter to train. It seems that doing so has slightly improved my swimming in general. I don't know if the word simply applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you'd join a more combat-oriented club, but I see now that even swimming can contribute to your training. That's the hope. My father once told me there are things about the sword we can only learn by stepping outside of its shadow. I had the intention of putting those words into practice upon entering this academy. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences so much of your life seems very... you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous. There's no need for that. You have your sword. You can do the same. I guess you're right. Forget I said anything. I see. Regardless, thanks for timing me. It seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out. Best of luck! I know you can do it. And the bond with Laura strengthened. Yeah, so I guess the link level, whenever they get much higher, then that's when the intimacy between the characters actually gets much better. Let's see who else we can get a good bonding with. We can either do one with Machias or with Elliot. We could probably do one with probably with Elliot. But let's get back to the dormitory, and we'll do one with Elliot. Might as well. Spend time with Elliot. This will consume a bonding point. Look, you look like you could use a hand. Mind if I help out? Really? You would? Well, I'd sure appreciate it. Reen and Elliot began sorting out the packages that Elliot received from home. You know, I'm surprised that, you know, for this game, or at least the PC port, having at least 5,000 more words of, 5,000 more lines of dialogue, that, that the lines of dialogue could have been applied for sections like this. This actually would have been pretty cool, if you ask me. I guess the viewer count went down because there hasn't really been that much action today in this episode. Well, with like fighting enemies and stuff. But as I said, this is one of the things why games like this have, very extraneous amounts of storytelling. Okay, so we're done there, so we can just go ahead and I guess we can go see what Machias is doing. Love it how we can auto-jump between places. Let's see what he has to say. Yeah, since we don't have any bonding points, so let's go back to the academy now. Because we do need to go through those particular areas, so... Let's go to the... dude, should we go to the engineering club first, or should we go to... if I had to recall, the student union building. I remember that girl... she said that she was having trouble trying to find her notebook. Her name's Colette? Yeah. You're Colette from Class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request for the student council? Yes, I did. But you're that guy from Class 7. Did you join the student council when I was looking? Nothing like that. I just decided to help them out with some of their work. The student council president told me to handle your request. So... Oh, so that's how it is. Wow, we're both first years, but you seem much more grown up than me. The people in Class 7 must be amazing. It's no big deal. So, you wrote that you need help looking for your student notebook? Yeah, I've been looking everywhere I could think of since this morning, but there's no sign of it. So, does that mean you're going to start looking right away? They said that if one person wasn't able to help me, they send someone else to do it. I see, so that's how Toa has this all arranged. Well... Okay, I'll accept her request. Sure, you can count on me. Really? Thank you very much. Or thank you so much. Before we get too excited, I think I'll need a bit of information to have any hope of finding it. Can you tell me when you first noticed you had dropped your notebook? It was right after school yesterday when I went to borrow a book from the library. I can't borrow books without your You can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out, and I couldn't because it wasn't there. Yesterday after school. Got it. So when was the last time you remember having it? Probably right when classes had finished from the day yesterday, when I was still in the classroom. I remember using it to take notes while I was talking with my friends, so I definitely had it then. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere between my classroom and the library. I see, that narrows it down quite a bit. Did you stop anywhere on your way to the library, though? Well, after I left the main building, I came to the student union. Pretty sure I went to the library after that. That should be everywhere I went. Right, so there really aren't that many places where you could have dropped it. The best way to go about this seems to be by split up and search the main building and the area surrounding it, I think. Yep. So it looks like we're going to go inside the main building to find her notebook. Okay, so yeah, we would want to go to the main building. Oh, hey, welcome back, Negative Zen. I didn't know your laptop died, but it's back on track, I take it? And yes, as you can see, more military academy stuff going on, so really nothing new. But I think I have a good idea where this notebook is left at. Yep, it's right there. Notice how I was behind the couch. Now I'm instantaneously in front of the couch. I have magic. I'm a magician who could just appear from one place to the other. Ha ha ha! Yep, so that is her notebook. That was very easy to find. Yeah, it took me a while to try to find this too when I was playing this on the PS3, or when I had it on the PS3 back then. Yeah, I used to have it on PS3 back then, but when I heard that this was coming to Steam, I was like, oh god, I cannot even resist not picking this up on there. Okay, where are you at? There you are. Did you find it? Yeah, assuming this is actually your notebook, why don't you just check it to be sure? Thanks. You're right, it really is mine. Oh, thank goodness. This is the only form of ID we students have, so it wouldn't have been awful if I'd lost it. Or it would have been awful, especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off if I needed to get another one issued. Thank you so much for your help, Reen. I'm sorry, I'm just so relieved. And I think you get rewarded too for completing these side quests. You know, the sofas on the second floor of the main building that people use as a rest area. It was on one of those, sort of in the gap between the cushions. The sofas... I guess I did relax there for a while. Come to think of it, I think I've dropped it when sitting down once before. I heard it falling out of my pocket, though, so I didn't end up losing. Why would sitting down do that? What pocket do you usually put your notebook in? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. A lot of boys use their pant pockets, too. But you might want to try using your jacket pocket from now on. It's not going to fall out of there. That's where I usually put mine, and I've never had any problems. We've got the... Well, yeah, you do not even see it? I don't know if the girls' jackets are different from the guys' are, but I don't see why you wouldn't. Wow, so ditzy of her surroundings. Okay, a silver chain, so we actually get an accessory. I couldn't possibly. Don't worry about it. I bought one for myself the other day, and I ended up ordering two by mistake. I can't really use both at once, so it makes sense to give it to someone else who might be able to use it. Well, if you're sure, thanks. Okay, so we got that quest done. So let's go ahead and go to the equipment status. And yeah, as you can see, we can actually equip the accessories. And this one will increase our defense. And prevents poison too, so I think that'll actually be very beneficial to us. Anyways, might as well go check out the engineering club. See what good old George wants us to do. Yep. Hey there, good to see you. Oh, you're the person who was with President Towa when I first arrived at the Academy. You got a good memory. So yeah, this is George Gnome. Take the G out of George and just put it with his last name, and it'll be shortened to Gnome. Gnome with a G. Get it? Even though he doesn't even look like a gnome. He's not even David the Gnome, or Dave the Gnome, or whatever his name is. Anyways, I'm George Gnome, 2nd year, Class 3. I'm also head of the engineering club. You're Rain Schwartz are from Class 7, right? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Towa told me that you're helping out the student council. You probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much. But I'm curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? With all the machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yep, you can basically think of this as the Academy's very own orbment factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining orbments here for a long time now. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assume you repaired all the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this request too? That's right, I handled the stuff here at the engineering club too. I usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little too busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Of course. So, what do I need to know? Awesome. Okay, here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver 3 Orbital products for me. First up is the Orbital Scale, which I need delivered to the cooking club. The club meets in the home economics room on the 2nd floor of the main building. Give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from the cooking club, home economics room. Okay, got it. The next 2 are both in town. Oh, so you take requests from people outside of the academy too? Yeah, there's so much talk about the club that I started getting requests from people in Trista too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them out. That certainly explains how you end up so busy. Haha, sure does. Second delivery I need you to make is this antique orbital lamp. This one's going to Mic'd at the pawn shop. You'll find it in the southeast part of the central shopping district. It's kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out. An antique orbital lamp for the pawn shop, understood. Last but not least, the final item I need you to deliver is this orbital wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at the Radio Trista. The Radio Trista is to the southwest of the central shopping district. Just let the receptionist know that you're there and she'll call Michael out for you. The orbital wristwatch for Michael from Radio Trista. Ask the receptionist. Right, I can do that. And that's everything. Let me give you the items themselves. Okay, orbital scale, antique orbital lamp, and the orbital wristwatch. I'll be sure to be careful. It's not going to be easy carrying all those around, but I'm sure you'll manage. Just be sure to report back to me when you're done. Of course, I'll get started right away. Okay, so yes, we're getting started with the orbital delivery side quest. And I think, yeah, as they said, with side questing, you don't have to do all the side quests. You can actually just skip out on them if you want to, but, you know, just to get, like, bonus items and some, you know, character development and progression, it's more wise to do stuff like this. Okay, now, I guess we're gonna go into the cooking club first, and then we'll go into town. If we can find the cooking club. There's the music room. There's the home ec room. Yeah, there's the instructor we want to, or the person we want to give it to. Yep, Nicholas. Hey there, you wouldn't happen to be here to join the cooking club, would you? Not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver something for them. Is this what you've been waiting on? The orbital scale. Yep, that's the orbital scale I asked George to fix, alright? I don't know how he works so fast. I'd really be lost without him. George's many talents aside, I didn't even know tools like this existed. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These can provide more accurate and minuscule measurements than any analog scale. If you put a container full of ingredients on there, it'll even subtract the container's weight for you. It's handy. I'd believe it. You don't have any interest in cooking by any chance? I haven't given much thought, to be honest, but I am kind of curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyway, right? You'd be surprised at how many students here can't. Here's the thing. The cafeteria might be cheap, but it still costs more Mira than making it yourself would. Have you even tried to cook anything yet? Not yet. I don't even know where to start. Which means you're a virgin on you're as virgin as my olive oil. Ooh. Very classy with the word choice right there. If you want to start cooking, I recommend you start cooking. Just make something, doesn't matter what. Tell you what, I'll even give you this to get started. A recipe book. Okay, and on top of that, here's a really easy recipe to get started on. It's easy. I got all the ingredients you need right here. Help yourself. A simple omelet. Fresh eggs 3, coarse rock salt, and coarse rock salt 3. Thank you very much. This recipe book seems like it'll be a helpful companion, but are you sure I can have it? Haha, sure. We got tons of them. If it sparks a fire for cooking in your heart, it'll be all worth it. Got it. I'll be sure to get some use out of it then. Oh then, thanks again for bringing me my orbital scale, and pass my thanks to George for fixing it too. Will do. Alright, so we're getting introduced to the recipe tab. So it's pretty much like if you played any Tales game by Bandai Namco, then you can actually know what the cooking function does. You just need to get the ingredients and you can make the meals, and then there you go. Yep, and we actually get the incentives on the cooking portion in this game. And even, and it even tells you that some of the characters in your class can actually make the meals really well. Some of their dishes can be unique if they actually make the meals themselves. Okay, so now it's time for us to go into town. Okay, I want to go the pawn shop. So let's go to Mixed Pawn Shop and talk to Micht, or the receptionist at least. Nope, that is Micht. Miked. Mitched. You got some business here, kid? Or are you just window shopping? I do, actually. I'm here to give you something from the engineering club. Oh, George fixed that thing already? Well, hand it over already, will ya? Right, this guy doesn't seem too friendly. Yeah, you're telling me. Seriously, what a butthead. This kid does nice work. I swear, why does being a pawnbroker have to be such a pain in the ass sometimes? Who would have thought an item break right after I paid for it? That's a pretty nasty surprise. Do you get a lot of students in here out of sheer curiosity? Fair few, sure. What, you looking for some money? I don't lend money to kids. You kids can think of this place as an exchange shop. So, like, items for items? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I got something in a while back that a kid like you'd like. It's yours, as a way of saying thanks for the delivery. Blade deck. Blade? Is this a card game or something? Seems that way. Some good-for-nothing second year brought it in. Oh yeah, the Blade deck. That is a very important game mechanic too, which I will get into that once we get to a specific part in the game, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get to it in today's playthrough. But I could be mistaken. Curios and all of Trista. You now purchase curios. At this shop, you can exchange certain items for rarer and higher quality ones. You can also buy some of the items you might have missed in previous chapters as curios. And as for the card game Micht just gave Rain, you'll be able to play that later in the game. Yeah. We'll get into that when we get to that part. But we don't have that much Mira to go by at this point. So we might as well just stick with what we have for the time being. Okay, now we want to go to the radio tower. Or Radio Trista. The radio station. Welcome to Radio Trista. How can I help you today? Is there someone named Michael here? I got a delivery from the engineering club, and ideally, I'd like to take it to him directly. As a matter of fact, we do have a Michael here. Let me call him for you. You could wait on the sofa over there if you'd like. Ah, so this is the hit DJ from Radio Trista. Sorry to keep you waiting. Yeah, you said you got a delivery from the engineering club for me. I do indeed. Here it is. So we got the orbital wristwatch. Wow, he really did fix it up. This is some pro-level work. We're starting up a new show tonight, so I was feeling all nervous without a quick way to check the time. Things will be just fine now, though. I can imagine that would be pretty intense. Well, you know, it starts at 9 o'clock, and if things work out, Radio Trista's guaranteed to see a pretty big increase in popularity. Which means I'll be one step closer to achieving my dream of... Oops, sorry about that. I shouldn't be getting all excited like that and boring you with my life story. Not at all. I'm of the opinion that being passionate about what you do is a good thing. Haha, this job's pretty much my entire life at this point, really. But if you want to make me feel more alive, tune into the show tonight. Haha, you bet. Or I would if I had an orbital radio. Well, I gotta head back. Our sound producer's in there waiting for me. Normally, I'd treat you to some tea or something, but today's a really busy day. Tell George thanks for fixing my watch when you get back. Of course. Good luck with tonight's show. Alright, that's the last item delivered, so you should go talk to George now. Yep, time for us to go talk to good old Georgie now. So let's go to the engineering building and talk to him. You can actually see the quick jump that we can use between places, so that way we don't have to walk from place to place. So that does make things a lot easier for us when we're traveling around this campus. But not when we're out in the field to travel. I don't think that works. All three of them. Nice work. So now that you've finished delivering those, what did you think of the places you delivered them to? Well, they're certainly all unique. None of them are places I normally go either. I might have wandered into the home economics room eventually, but not the pawn shop or the radio station. Yeah, I don't think most students would. The pawn shop in particular is kind of hard to find too. That's true. But now I feel as though I have a general idea of where most of the main places in Trista are thanks to this. It almost feels like this request benefited me more than it did to you. Well, that's nice to hear. You spoke to Michael while you were at Radio Trista too, didn't you? Did he tell you anything about the new show they're starting up? He did. It starts at 9 p.m. tonight, doesn't it? Haha, I figured he'd mention that. He's thrilled about the show, and that enthusiasm is infectious. How about you? Are you planning on tuning in? I'd love to, but... Oh, don't have an orbital radio? In that case, here, it's all yours. Orbital radio. Wait, really? It's the latest model, too. Same one I've got. You've helped me out big time today, so it only seemed right to pay you back. Are you sure? Of course. I bought it for research purposes, but I never really found the chance to make any use of it. It'd be a waste to just leave it here if it were collecting dust, so I'd be thrilled if you actually got some use out of it. Well, if that's the case, thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh yeah, there's something I'd like you to tell the rest of Class 7 for me. Oh? Instructor Sarah came to me with a request the other day. Long story short, she left me in charge of doing maintenance on all of your Arcus units. No kidding? Like I said, the engineering club's basically Thor's orbital factory, so yeah. And of course, I'm pretty interested in your Arcus units myself. So if you need help with anything Arcus related, just come visit me here and I'll sort it out. Good to know. Part of me feels bad at adding to your workload, but it's a relief to hear that you'll be the one in charge of this stuff. Haha, that's quite the compliment. Alright. I also meant to ask, you know about Sepith masses, right? You mean the stuff that monsters sometimes drop with regular Sepith? Exactly. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you how handy regular Sepith can be, but Sepith masses have tons of impurities, so they never receive much attention. But recently, someone discovered a way to efficiently extract Sepith from them. Is that so? Oh, it's so. Thanks to that, most shops are willing to take them off your hands at a decent price nowadays. There's no point in holding on to them, so go ahead and sell them if you find any. A little extra money never hurt anyone. Sounds like a good deal to me. Will do. I think I'm just about talked out for the day. Thanks again for all your help. Here's hoping we can keep exchanging favors. Ditto. We'll be counting on you. And we did get the orbital radio. You can now make use of the Academy's orbital factory. I guess we can actually use the Sepith to, you know, open up those slots or whatever for the characters in case we need to, you know, make room for more colored quartz to be added. Quartz synthesis. As factories, you can use Sepith to synthesize quartz. To do this, you can go to Modify Exchange and then Quartz. And you also have to have the necessary Sepith to actually create the create the abilities that you want to actually customize. You can use U materials to customize your weapons at the orbital factory. Okay. Furthermore, Sepith masses can now be exchanged for Mira within any shop's exchange menu. Regular Sepith can be exchanged too, but do remember that they're also used for synthesizing quartz and unlocking slots. Masses, on the other hand, are useless, and thus can be freely exchanged for Mira. So, I guess the masses ones are the one section down there where it says 267, or is that for steps or whatever? But oh, we'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and see if we can actually... Oh, yeah, so we will need to use this to actually open up the different slots, and we have to have the correct number of Sepith to actually open up those slots. Okay. That's good to know. So yeah, keep this in mind, guys. Synthesize attack 1, and we're going to synthesize move 1. And the action 1, that will increase our speed, but we don't have the necessary amount of Sepith to actually do it. We can increase our strength if we want to. And we can also get our defense points, the shield 1 if we wanted to, so let's do that. And let's get a synthesize a tier. Yeah, the Sepith mass, yeah, those are the ones that are just completely useless, and you can actually get a bunch of Mira out of it. So don't even bother trying to, you know, sell the other Sepiths. So just exchange the Sepith masses for more Mira in your inventory. So let's go ahead and... we can even customize our weapons too if we want to, and I guess customizing the weapons will actually make it, you know, make our weapons a lot more stronger. But we don't have the U material on us, so I don't think it's something we can buy. Or I guess we can buy. Nope. Okay, so go ahead and just leave this area. Ooh, that was a lot of work. I'm exhausted. It feels good, though. Kind of fulfilling. But now that I think about it, George might have made that request specifically for my sake. I feel like I know a lot more about Trista and the Academy now that I'm done. But I still have one more thing to do. I still need to talk to the principal about the, what's going on inside the, that old schoolhouse. Who's that? If she's hanging around here, she must be a member of the engineering club, right? That big thing next to her wasn't here before either. What could it be? Yeah, it's the motorcycle. So just go ahead and talk to her. But yeah, doesn't really seem to show any purpose now, but I'm sure it'll come to play later. So yeah, we do need to go see the principal or whatever his name is. And I think that was, you know, over to the east side. That's the conference room. Oh, yeah, there it is. The principal's office. There you are. Excuse me, Principal? I'm Rain Schwarzer of Class 7. Aw, good, good. I've been waiting for you. So, yeah, that's Principal Van Dyke. Looks even bigger up close than he did at the entrance ceremony. He must be, what, 2 Arge tall or 2 Arge tall? Toa tells me you've accepted my request. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your free day to assist me in this. It's no problem at all, sir. So, you're looking for someone to further investigate the underground area of the old schoolhouse. Precisely. And I couldn't have found a better man for the job, considering your class was down there so recently. Incidentally, it was Sarah who insisted on making use of that trap door, not me. I probably should have tried to stop her, however. Please do accept my apologies. Oh, no, not at all, sir. You have no reason to apologize. I kind of already figured she was behind it anyway. I mean, it stands to reason. Getting back to the matter at hand, there are a number of interesting stories regarding that old schoolhouse. That gargoyle you fought is just a drop in the bucket all told. Now that you mention it, I did get a distinct impression while fighting it that it was no ordinary monster. It was almost as if... Indeed. Almost as if it weren't a monster at all, but a demon? Perhaps the word fiend might fit. In our experience, if left alone, it will always regenerate to its original statue form, eventually. Really? Yes, and as a result, the area has long been used by students in tests of strength. But in the past year, many strange alterations have begun occurring there. I received reports ranging from doors appearing out of nowhere to strange and eerie voices from the darkness. I see. So you'd like me to go and investigate whether there's any truth to these reports then? If possible, yes. Pardon me. Specifically, I would like you to walk through the underground area and check for any significant changes since last month. A task for which you are uniquely qualified given your prior experience down there. I suppose that is true, and I'd be happy to undertake this mission, though if that gargoyle has regenerated, things could get a little tricky. If that turns out to be the case, I would have no objection at all to you turning back. I should also stress that I'm making this request to Class 7 as a whole. By all means, do ask your classmates for assistance. I'm certainly not expecting you to go it alone. Oh, understood. I'll do just that. Splendid. I believe you'll be needing this. An old schoolhouse key. It's the key to the front door of the schoolhouse. Best of luck to you, and please, be safe. Thank you, sir. I guess when we get to the school building, or the old schoolhouse building, that will actually have both Elliot and Gaius who are waiting for us. Oh yeah, there's the old schoolhouse. I'm pretty sure they're going to tell me to go back and find somebody who I could take along with. All daytime bonding events and quests will expire. Use the old schoolhouse key. Okay, there we go. I wonder. So it looks like the only ones who can work out well are these three, because the others, they're busy at the moment. So, yep, I think we'll be okay. So we're pretty much going with the same people who we were with from the previous time when we played this. Well, that's because it probably isn't, and neither of us would blame you one bit if you turn back. It's not too late. No, thanks, I'll come with you. We got the practical exam next week, after all. I need to familiarize myself with this orbital staff as much as possible before then. Besides, if I turn back, I'd just wind up worrying myself sick about the two of you. Well, that's very kind. Thank you. There are only 3 of us, though, so we'll need to watch the others back and proceed with caution. The underground area should be just through the main door, correct? Yeah, that should take us right to the room where we fought that stone gargoyle. Best to go that way rather than falling through the trap door again. No arguments here. I really hope that thing hasn't regenerated yet. Well, only one can hope. But yes, we're finally back to doing some more, some more combat. So yeah, we will want to go through the stairway room because that will actually take us back to this spot, and then we can actually do some more exploring inside of the place. Whoa. Well, at least that monster isn't here anymore from the looks of it, and it doesn't look like we've got any more creepy statues ready to come to life either. Wait! Did it always look like this in here? No. This room's definitely smaller than it was the last time we were here. How? I'd say it's about half the size, maybe even less. And there are things present that weren't here previously. Yep, he's got that right. Like that door? I don't remember there being a door there last time. I don't remember there being one either. But at this point, I'm not sure what to believe anymore. Strange though as it may be, we should go and get a closer look at it. This is essentially why we came after all. Yep, you got that right. So, it's time for us to go do a little bit of exploring inside this place. And in case we need to, there's the rest area. In case we need to, rest ourselves to get full HP and EP and CP back. And there I go, swinging my sword. The old schoolhouse. But should we really call it the old schoolhouse since everything looks kind of different? Unbelievable. This isn't even the same place. I don't remember passing through an area like this at all. I don't either, because we didn't. The entire layout down here has changed completely. How? I can sense new types of monsters here, too. What do you think we should do, Reen? Just continue. We should head far as we're able. Here we go, then. May the goddess be with us. Alright, let's do this. If I had my soundboard, I'd do the Leroy Jenkins bit, but, oh well. Yep, there's another one of the monsters that we can go up against. Kind of a creepy slug. Looks like a hookworm / slug type of hybrid because of all the teeth. And if you took a look at hookworms with what they look like close up, they have some of the scariest pointy teeth you'll ever see. It's enough to haunt a little kid in his nightmares. Okay, so it tells us how we can use the combat links, and even fighting battles and viewing bonding events increases link experience. And when enough link experience has been earned, the character's link level will increase. A higher link level between two characters will increase the variety of link abilities they can use. So yeah, this is going to be very important, and especially when you're bonding with characters too. And you can change the bonding links in the combat menu if you wanted to. As a matter of fact,
all right, here we go.
And I'm pressing the left side, or the LB button on the shoulder buttons to switch between the characters. You can actually switch between characters of who you want to be at the forefront, but you don't have to do that. And you can hit Y if you want to set the link to, any particular character to increase their link. But since we already did some linking with Elliot today, we might as well do some with Gaius, just to be on the safe side. And we're so far into this live stream that we're finally just getting around for some more fighting.
Wind's behind us. Let's go.
Performing attacks on certain crafts gives characters a chance to unbalance enemies. Successfully unbalancing an enemy allows you to perform a follow-up attack while they are off balance. And then we just need to press A when Link attack appears. Or X to assist. The type of attacks that we do can even ensure can even give us assurance of what which is more likely for us to get an enemy to go off balance.
All right.
Just like that.
We're open.
My turn. Arcus activate.
Go! Now's our chance!
It's my turn.
And let's go ahead and use one of the crafts too while we're at it.
My turn.
You know what? We can use one of the crafts if we wanted to.
Keep it up.
For Elliot, to increase everybody's defenses.
My turn! There! Go!
Yeah, for all this battle, it's just, you know, going up against the enemies here and using the Link attacks.
My turn.
Go! Go!
Leave it to me. We're open.
Slashes and thrusts.
Here we go! Now's our chance!
Got it.
The winds must be on our side.
They must be, because that was a breeze.
And when you do those links or whatever, then you'll get a different type of battle result ending animation for that, which I think is actually a really nice attention to detail, if you were to put it in that perspective. That was pretty awesome. Thought, well, if you can master those combat links, I'm sure they'll prove really useful in the battles ahead. We should probably try to practice as much as possible while the stakes are low and get as used to them as we can. Yeah, might as well. They can use powerful link abilities together, such as a finishing blow and cover. That's interesting. So yeah, that's one of the new types of mechanics in this game. Pierce, strike, thrust, and a fourth type of attack. I guess it's based on magic damage or whatever. Okay, it's time to get some more fighting down. And some more exploration inside this place going. Ah, got a lot of Sepith there. And since we have our ornaments on us, might as well go ahead and add some quartz to what we have. Might as well go ahead and increase our strength for you, and... let's see. Maybe a little bit of defense for you. And we'll have to work on getting your guys' slots open, too. So, since we only have some available for Reen at this point. Oh, wait a minute. They do have their first ones, don't they? Oh, yeah, they do. But, only Gaius has one available for the first line. You are shocked.
Here we go. There.
It's my turn. Now.
Right.
Nice attack. Nice one.
Right.
Oh, you missed. Oh, you missed.
Go.
EP Slayer. Ooh. Not cool.
My turn.
Ooh, and it's depleting his hit points really bad, so I might as well go ahead and get him cured in the meantime.
Thanks.
Doing some nasty damage to me. I don't like that.
My turn. There.
My turn. Is everybody okay?
Yeah, we're fine. Pardon me. Carry a bomb. Okay. Got some more Sepith Mass. More Sepith Mass that we can actually sell back. Ooh. Looks like a golem from Pokemon in that base form. But without the arms and legs.
My turn. There. Go. Here.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
My turn.
Wait, it didn't die. Oh, wow. See if you can get them to sleep with that lullaby there, Elliot. If you can, that'd be great, but it doesn't look like you did squat. Oh well, I'm not gonna blame you. You at least tried. Oh, wait a minute, we actually did get one of them asleep. Who would have thought?
We're open.
The winds must be on our side.
They must be, because that was a breeze.
The winds must be at our side. Must be, because that was a breed. Aww. All punful. There we go.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
My turn. There.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Gotcha.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
I'm pretty sure we can get up to at least level 7 inside this different type of dungeon. And I use that term loosely, since, you know, it's the same dungeon, but just everything looks quite different. Layout-wise. Get unconscious, please. Oh, thank you.
The wind's behind us. Let's go. Here we go.
The wind's behind our back for this. Oh, hey, there's a flying feline there. Who would have thought?
There. Go. Here. It's my turn.
Oh, cool. We can actually hit them all with this attack. That makes it easier.
Here we go.
And for those of you who just tuned in, thanks for coming back. Or for those of you who have joined for the first time, welcome to the stream.
Leave it to me.
Double kitty kick. Well, we got ourselves a putty cat that we need to finish up. Yep, we got her.
The power of the 8 waves.
And make sure when you're fighting against enemies that you're fighting them quite a lot, because you want to make sure that you get enough sepith and whatnot to actually unlock those bonus features for your characters and their orbal fragments or their orbal containers. Come on. Man, the way this game likes to be a dick. It doesn't want to get enemies to get stunned quite immensely. Oh, there we go.
Now's our chance.
Takes a while.
Go.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
There. Go. Here. It's my turn.
We at least want to get rid of that one.
My turn.
Okay, got him. Go ahead and get you guys asleep.
Here we go. There. It's my turn.
Oh, yeah. Let's put in a good smackdown on these guys. Smackdowneth on their candy bottoms. And we did so valiantly.
Oh, a treasure chest.
White glasses in the chest. Let's go ahead. I think that might be something you'll need. White glasses. Glasses that glow faintly, allowing you to see in the dark. Okay, so like if they were to illuminate dark areas or something, like in case if we're in a room that we're not sure where we are, and then we can possibly might find something of benefit. If I were to guess. Okay, so we actually want to go this way.
Yay, we're at the end.
Wow, that was quite a joyous feat we found. What is this strange light? Considering considerable power coming from it. And it's okay, so this is a different type of spot where not only in addition to restoring a party's hit points and EP, this is also allow you to exchange sepith for quartz. Now that's interesting. Okay, so we can actually unlock the slots for the characters too. Oh, that can be pretty handy. Okay, we don't have anything else to unlock here, so... But we can actually create some more sepith if we want to. But we don't have enough. Well, on everything, so I guess we're gonna get some more. So, we'll just... And we don't have anything to, you know, we don't have any U material to customize our weapons, so... But what is this strange door that's right in front of us, though? Must be something. Or did we make it back? Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Ooh. Some type of imp creature.
This will take everything we have.
My turn.
Got some kick-ass music to go along with the whole shebang.
All right.
It's like a... something. Minos demon, and has about the same number of hit points that the that gargoyle had from when we were live streaming yesterday. Oh wow!
Here we go. There.
It's my turn.
And I think it's a good thing that we actually have that certain ability on us because, or those certain bonuses happening, because I'm pretty sure that would be very detrimental to us if we didn't actually have that on us. Where we do certain things that we can actually get bonuses for, like a restoration in health and that kind of stuff. I'm still not sure exactly how that works. Looks like that thing impaired my vision a little bit. Yeah, it did. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to use an item to clear up his vision. Yeah, the eye drop. Ouch! So, go ahead and use a tier on Reen here. I guess you could say this must be a boss of some type. But it seems to be pretty strong when it comes to magic defenses.
My turn.
My turn.
It's my turn.
They're open.
Aw. Had to use another eye drop, and we don't have many of those.
Thanks. My turn. All right, let's do this. Leave it to me. All right.
Well, at least most of them resisted. And hello there, Hoppy. Welcome to the stream. Must be evening time for you, because it's still daytime for me.
Keep it up, everyone.
Ouch.
Here we go. Go. Here. All right.
Elliot, I'm probably going to need your help to actually give him more of a hit point restoration. Because it doesn't seem like he's doing too hot. So, if you can give him an item, I could give him some tear balm if I wanted to, but we're pretty small on that. So, let's just go ahead and use support Arcus. How do I like this game, Hoppy? From what I played, it's very traditional Japanese RPG turn-based gameplay, so that's one thing that, you know, most traditional old-school JRPG fans will actually like if they got into this game.
It's my turn.
Ooh. Ouch.
Here we go. Now's your chance.
But it's okay, we almost got this guy.
My turn.
Alright, we got him. That takes care of that.
Oh, we did it.
And we did get an achievement for that. Tactical Thinker. Very nice. And everybody's at level 7. So, that was pretty good. And their orbital fragments are at a good, decent level, too.
Great.
I did it.
Nice.
Definitely a tough battle. And I'm really starting to get the hang of these combat links now, too. I feel like the Arcus has practically synchronized my breathing with the two of you. That's a good way to put it. It's a strange feeling, but not a bad one. So that was the strange phenomena that the principal said was going on within this place? Okay, so it's time for us to head back. And I guess defeating that monster, yeah, it actually opens up that portal for us, too. Alright. So yeah, if we use this portal, it actually will warp us back to places that we have already been. That's exactly the same like that, and that should be our easy way out to get us out of this place. Everything's a mystery, Reen. Everything is a mystery. Anyway, we can actually get out of this place now if we want to. And go report our findings. An investigation. Since we already investigated thoroughly of the place. Oh, and there's a putty cat on the roof. And it looks like that cat's going to be a very important character to the story, too. Well, that's certainly unexpected. So the layout has changed completely since last month? I knew something was amiss there, but I had no idea it had progressed to such an extent. Do you know anything about the origins of those ruins? They look like they've predate the school by, well, a lot. I'm afraid I can't be certain who constructed them, nor exactly how long they've been around. But you are correct, they've existed for at least several hundred years before this academy was founded. All signs point to their construction occurring sometime during the Dark Ages. Dark Ages? You mean the chaotic period that began after the Great Collapse 1200 years ago. Most of the ruins archaeologists have uncovered from the period are full of strange things, some of which seem to have been made with technology we don't even fully understand. We're talking magic, alchemy. But the inside of the building completely changing its layout, I have to say, that's a new one, definitely not normal. Indeed, no record of such a phenomenon exists in the Academy records. We have a bona fide mystery on our hands, it would seem. That we indeed do. Well, I'll try to have a look around the place myself when I get the chance. I've been curious about it ever since I started working here. I greatly appreciate that. Schwarzer, Craig, Warzel. Thank you very much for all your hard work. It was no trouble at all. I'm happy to have been of assistance. Yeah, it's always good to help. If you'll please excuse us then. The three of you did pretty well, and it seems you're getting the hang of using your Arcus too. Combat links definitely did make our battles in the ruins a lot easier. They could prove a powerful asset if we were able to master them. Hard to get the timing right, though. Well, just keep at it. You'll need to be forming links with your other classmates eventually too, after all. And let me reiterate once again, you've all done very well today. Especially you, Reen. I'll be expecting great things from you next time, too. I'll do my Wait a second, what do you mean next time? Well, the way I see it, you're a natural at this, so why stop now? Besides, with how busy our poor student council president is, don't you just want to do everything you can to help her out? Well, I guess I do feel kind of bad for her, but... okay, fine, I guess, I'm in, I guess. That's our Reen. I'll pass the good news on to Toa, then. Oh, and the principal has given you the okay for you to keep a hold of the old schoolhouse key. You're welcome to go poke around inside it again anytime you wish. Anyway, I'll be seeing you kids later. Toodles! Thank you there, Instructor Sarah. Miss Valentine? Or Valenstein? Are you sure you're alright with this, Reen? Yeah, I'm sure. It's not like I've signed up to any clubs, and as long as I don't wind up with too many more than I had today, I'll be fine. Well, okay then. But if you need some assistance, please just let me know. It's really no trouble. Same goes for me, and I'll be happy to come with you next time you go into the old schoolhouse, too. So we completed that, and we receive a seal quartz as our reward. Receive 1 additional bonding point. Oh! Okay, so completing certain objectives will give us the ability to do other bonding events, so might as well go ahead and head on out and go to the lacrosse area, since we can actually do one with Elisa. What do you want? Oh, Jesus. Still bitter. I'm in the middle of something, if you didn't notice. Wait, are you on cleanup duty all on your own? That's part of our job as new recruits. There was a noble girl here too, but she went home. Why am I even telling you this? I don't need to explain myself to you. Doesn't seem like she's going to forgive me anytime soon. You spend time with Elisa? This will consume a bonding point. Yes. Mind if I helped you out a bit? There seems like a lot of work for any one person to be doing it on their own. I'm not gonna stop you. You better not try anything funny, though. I won't. Sports clubs almost seem like they're more trouble than they're worth. First they set everything up, then they go through a grueling practice, and finally everything needs to be taken down again. Hey. Oh, sorry, I was spacing out, wasn't I? Huh? That's right, don't let it happen again. At this rate, I'm practically dead weight. I gotta make up for lost time. I guess she was trying to apologize to him. She just seems to be one of those types where she actually wants to try to do what she wants to do, but she just gets sidetracked when something just doesn't go right. She's like, I was gonna say, but she's like Helga from Hey Arnold, who has that same type of attitude. I was in your way, wasn't I? I'll start cleaning up that other stuff. That's not what I meant. Why am I so stubborn? This was my chance. Yeah, it looks like she was going to forgive him. Looks like we're both done. Looks like we're done for the time being. Were you really able to clean up the whole club room on your own? It's not like I would have let you in there either way. This is a girls' club, remember? Right, good point. But you did help me out. Thank you. Huh? Nothing, never mind. We're done here, so go away. Oh, yep. She is a kind-hearted person on the inside, but on the outside, she does have that personality that does tend to make her the complete opposite. Anyway. So, might as well go ahead and head back to the dorm since we don't have any more bonding points on us. Oh, wait a minute. That's the lacrosse area. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the dorms. I don't think there's a weapon shop, or is there? Oh, hey, there's Gaius and Elliot hanging out at the plaza. Hey, Reen. Oh, hey, guys. Thanks again for going to the old schoolhouse with me. I don't think things would have gone half as smoothly if you hadn't. Haha, no worries. We're all here to support each other. But seriously, what's going on in there? Last time I checked, most buildings didn't change around their interiors on their own. Yeah, it beats me. But I guess we'll find out now that we've been asked to do regular inspections. We did accept the original request, so personally, I'd like to see this through to the end. Aha, same here. It is a little bit intimidating, though. Anyway, let's head back in next month. Yeah. Glad I've got got you two to back me up. Alright, that takes care of that. Oh, that's the general goods. But anything about, you know, like, I guess it would be in the general goods store for, like, you know, newer pieces of equipment and that kind of stuff. But then again, it's probably back at the Student Union Center. Yep, this is just to buy, like, you know, just things that you want. Like certain types of dishes and that kind of stuff, and recipes. You'll be like Ignis. I've come up with a new recipe. What was the? Oh, hold on. What was the exchange? Oh, the Sepith masses, of course. We can exchange the Sepith masses in case we want to get more Mira. And we could do that with any type of shop. Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess we will be going into the Student Union Center to buy new weapons in case we have to. Yep. Okay, let's just go ahead and enter the dorm because we're all done for the day. Oh, like a true samurai. He's trying to make that candle go out. So he's taking some of Laura's advice, I guess? Maybe.
Not bad. But I don't think I can manage much more than this. I guess I should just be grateful I was able to pass the beginner examination at all. Better do some studying. It sounds like this is going to be a busy week, what with that ominous practical exam looming over us. I do have that radio from George here. We had that Orbital radio back home, too. Never knew they made them this small, though. Let's see. Which station is Radio Trista? Ah, there we go.
It's 9 p.m. and you're listening to Radio Trista. Welcome, welcome. Don't touch that dial, listeners. You found the right place to be tonight. It's time for the start of a brand new program here on Radio Trista, coming at you promptly every Sunday. I call it Abend Time, after the word for evening. Might be a little cliched, but sometimes simple is best, right? Cliches are cliches for a reason, after all. Anyway, my name is Misty, and I'll be your host. Hopefully I'll get to feature some famous guests at some point, so be sure you tune in every week or you might miss them.
You know, she's got a pretty nice voice. This might be good to leave on in the background while I'm working.
I hope life has been treating all of you well this month as we slowly near the end of April. Here in Trista, the beautiful lino flowers have passed their peak and begun to wilt. But wilting flowers are beautiful in their own way, as they serve to remind us just how fleeting this existence truly is. I'm sure many of our listeners are students, busy with the challenges of adjusting to their new lives. But what harm is there in taking a moment to admire nature every now and again? It's good for what ails you, I say.
Alright, and we go to the 21st of April, which is the practical exam date.
Okay, let's get your practical exam started, shall we? To be completely clear from the outset, this exam is about more than just testing your physical strength and stamina. It's designed to hone in on how capable you are of making strategic combat decisions on the fly. Defeating your opponent quickly is a good thing, certainly, but it won't be enough to score you high marks here.
Huh. Interesting.
So we're going to have to use our heads for this one, huh?
You'll see. Anyway, let's get this month's exam started, shall we? Reen, Elliot, Gaius, you're up first.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Got it.
Opening the camp menu will allow you to customize your party's equipment and ornaments as well as save your progress. Okay. Better get in a good save while we're at it. Besides, I haven't even saved for quite some time. And quartz. Might as well. Attacks, crafts, conceal enemy. Okay. Okay. I think we're good here. So, yeah, let's begin.
All right, then. Here we go.
Snaps her fingers, just like Manfred von Karma from Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
What's that?
A monster?
No. I'm not sensing any life coming from it at all.
That's right. Think of it like a scarecrow. Only it's a moving scarecrow, I guess. Either way, it's not alive. I've set its parameters fairly high, though, so it is formidable. But if you give it your all, I'm confident you can beat it. Probably. Make good use of your Arcus's combat link abilities, for example, and I bet it'll be a piece of cake. Hint, hint.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, as she would probably say.
So that's what you're playing at.
All right, begin.
Alright, some more awesome battle music coming along the way. If it's a fight they want, it's a fight they'll get. Meet the following condition. No one is knocked out during the battle. Okay. Well, there's only one way to find that out.
My turn. Keep it up, everyone.
All right.
How many hit points did it say it have?
My turn.
Only one way to... Oh, man. So much.
My turn.
Let's give it a blue lullaby. But I don't think it's going to go to sleep on us. If it did, I would be very shocked. Spirit Bomb? Hey, I think Toriyama just called and he wants his copyrights back. Yeah. Might as well get the links up. I forgot to do that.
My turn.
Give it a good Aqua Bleed. Oh, that was pretty handy. Anyways, get an Autumn Leaf Cutter to go here. Ha! You missed.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
Dude, we're kicking ass. I think we can pretty much get the rest from here without anybody dying.
It's my turn.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Together, we're unbeatable.
Nice. Did get some Sepith out of that. Oh, he did get U material. So we can actually upgrade one of our weapons.
We won.
Don't know how, though.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Excellent use of combat links, too. Seems like the practice you got in the old schoolhouse really paid off.
It just may have.
Oh?
Have those three been training in secret?
All right, on to the second group. Laura, Emma, Eustace. Come forward.
That was tougher than I thought it would be. It does seem like combat links are the key to fighting it effectively, though.
That's rather unfortunate.
Instructor, may I ask a question? What exactly was that marionette we just fought?
Yeah, that thing was weird. Machine, maybe? Never seen anything else like it.
Just a little something I got roped into working with a while back. I'd rather not use it if I don't have to, but I can't deny it serves as a valuable function. And it's rather customizable, too.
Oh, hello, Gakdirge. Welcome to the stream.
I mean, it did
feeling there's a whole lot she'd rather not tell us.
Anyway, that brings this month's practical exam to an end. But as you might recall, I told you I had a big announcement for you today, too. Are you all ready to hear what it is? I'll give you a hint. It's about a special part of Class 7's curriculum. Give up? It's really bugging you now, isn't it? Well, I'll come clean. The special task you're about to be assigned is none other than a field study.
A field study?
Field study?
Oh, I don't like the sound of this one bit.
You'll be split into two groups, A and B, and each sent to a different location.
Well, the thing is, Gacturge, with the volume, even if I did raise it up, then it'd make it hard for you guys to hear my voice. So that's why I had to turn it down.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
We only just got to the academy, and we're already being sent somewhere else?
Will you not be coming with us, instructor?
Oh, of course not. It'd be much too easy.
And, you know, I was even watching the first episode that I did yesterday, and I could barely hear myself in the others, too. It's like half you could hear the game audio, and the other half you can actually hear us talking. And I tend to be more where you can actually hear me talking, where you can't even hear the... I mean, where you could partially hear the game, so that way you can hear my commentary.
Well, I'm certainly not opposed to a challenge if it allows me to advance my training.
Instructor Valentine, where exactly will we be going, and when?
Ah, yes, about that. As I said, you'll be split into two groups, A and B. Each of you, please come forward and take one of these to see how the groups have been divided and where each is being sent.
Okay, so we actually get a good look at the people within the field study who are in the two different groups.
What?
Well, these are certainly some interesting groupings.
Keldic and Parm. Are they both in Erebonia?
Yeah, Keldic's a market town on the east side of the Empire.
And Parm is situated in the deep south. It's known for its spinners. All that way? How irritating.
I'm less worried about where we're going than the utter lack of sense that went into these groupings.
Unbelievable.
You'll be leaving this weekend, and we'll be out in the field for 2 days' time. Your means of reaching your respective locations will, of course, be by train. So do make sure you're thoroughly prepared, rested, and rearing to go before the big day.
Alright. And I guess... Oh, cool. And we actually do get a good insight on where we are in terms of the academy points and what our rank, where our ranks are supposed to be the more we take these quests and so on and so forth.
You did really well, Reen.
And I guess that counts for like every chapter? Or like for every practical exam? I guess. Field study day, 6:40 a.m.
I still haven't been able to apologize to her.
Even though it was an accident.
We can't exactly avoid working with one another when we're in the same group. I'm sure this is pretty awkward for her too, so I really want to say something. But when am I going to get the chance?
Uh-oh. There she is.
Morning, Elisa.
Morning.
You're, early. We don't have to be here for another 20 minutes, you know.
Well, the same goes for you. What time did you wake up?
Around 5, I think. Though I always try to be up by then.
Oh, really? Morning practice? Oh, you haven't joined any clubs, have you? So, I guess not.
How does she know that? No, it's just a force of habit. I've gotten used to waking up early. You're in the lacrosse club, right? So I'm guessing you do have to deal with morning practice sometimes.
Yeah, twice a week, apparently. I'm really sorry.
Oh, they did it both the same time.
Why are you apologizing?
Two minds think alike.
That was certainly interesting. But no, I really am sorry. I knew it was just an unfortunate accident from the very beginning. I mean, I was on top of you. I kind of lost my head, and before I knew it, I'd slapped you. And you had your hands out like you were trying to catch me, right? So if anything, I should be thanking you.
Don't worry about it. That trapdoor was obviously designed so we wouldn't get hurt from the fall. If I hadn't tried to play the hero, I wouldn't have been pinned under you, and none of this would have happened.
There's no way you could have known that, though. No matter how you look at it, I'm the one in the wrong here. So thank you for trying to protect me. And sorry again.
No, it's... I mean, you're welcome. Sorry, I have trouble with these kinds of things. My little sister is always getting on my case for being so easily flustered.
Oh, you have a younger sister? That's a question for another time. I think I'm the same way. I've been trying to apologize for the past couple weeks now. But every time I set my mind to it, I always just wound up avoiding you.
Really? You did try to help me out in class last week, though.
Oh, yeah. That. I was hoping that would give us a chance to talk. But even then, I just avoided you afterward.
Still, I really did.
Yep, just like I said, she always plans to do something that's right, but just her ego always gets the best of her and just tries to avoid the situation.
So, thanks again.
You're welcome. Anyway, we've safely established that what happened wasn't your fault, but the result of it is another issue entirely.
The result? What are we talking about now?
Oh, come on! You have to know what I mean.
This is still in regards to the accident in the old schoolhouse, right?
Yes! Specifically the part where your face ended up right in my...
Oh, so she still can't forgive about that?
You know, and I forbid you from ever thinking about that, ever. Forget it ever happened. Are we clear?
Yes, perfectly. Trying to avoid thinking about it is just going to make it harder to forget, though.
Huh?
Ah.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. A lovely day, isn't it?
You two certainly got here early. Looks like you finally managed to make up, too.
Well...
Yeah, I think we're on good terms now. Thanks for your concern.
I'm glad to hear it. It's been a bit trying watching the two of you simmer these past weeks. And I know Elisa has been desperate to apologize for her behavior this whole time.
Whoa, whoa! That's only because I thought it would be awkward for two people who aren't talking to work together in the same group. Don't go getting the wrong idea or anything.
Whatever you say.
Well, as long as the two of you have smoothed things over, that's what's important.
Now that we're all here, let's say we head out. The train's not due for a while longer, so this could be a good opportunity. We can swing by a few shops and stock up on supplies before heading to the station.
That's a good idea, actually. The Academy's facilities are supposed to be open early today, too.
Oh, that's perfect. We can make use of the engineering club's facilities before we head out, too.
Shall we depart, then?
Alright, so we got... All rare quartz and accessories have been equipped from the other group's members. Oh, okay, so we can actually equip them on the current ones in our group. Okay. But the thing is... they only... Oh, some of them have them open, too. So... Okay. Soul Blur. Emits a time-space shaking pulse. Okay. But it will... I mean, it will increase my speed, but my defense will go down. But, you know, it's like one of those things where... It's like, you know, I'm at that point where I'm like, who cares? Okay. So we got 5 members of the Academy who we can actually control at this point. So, let's see. Go to Tactics and we'll, link you with, Elisa, and we'll have Elliot link with Laura. Okay. So, you know what? I think maybe this is a good time where we can go ahead and just save progress here and just call it quits for today, because I made a lot of progress, and I think we want to cool ourselves down, you know, to get some fresh feelings before we start off on the next assignment. So, anyway, guys, I really hope that you did enjoy this episode for today, so I want to thank you all for watching me play through this nice game. Well, I use that, and yes, I do use that term chalantly, you know, nice game, but whatever. Or, you know, great game, rather. But, yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my stuff, be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube at youtube.com/RRPGReviews. I do reviews, 2 cents videos, as well as retrospectives. I'm currently doing the Final Fantasy retrospective, which is my main project, and I'm currently in the middle of episode 9 at this point, where I'm gathering footage for all the games that are in relation to the world of Ivalice, since that is the world that Final Fantasy XII is centered around. And there have been plenty of games that were released before and after that game came out that are centered around that world. So I'll be going through those games, and you know, I'll have them all available and ready for you, so that way I can, you know, present that episode of the retrospective with great detail and, you know, just show off a lot of the great things that you can actually expect in that video. But anyway, guys, I really hope you do enjoy that. Be on the lookout for more content coming from me in the future that you're not going to find anywhere else on that channel. Also, you can find me on Facebook.com, where my YouTube or my Facebook fan page is RRPGReviews, and you can also find me on Twitter.com, where my handle is at RRPGReviews, and I will have that link in the description for you know, when I make a highlight of this and then export it to YouTube, so that way they'll all be at front and center when you look at the descriptions of the Let's Plays and all that, or the live streams and all that. But anyway, guys, I gotta get going. I need to work some more content, and I need to get around for, you know, doing some other things outside of, you know, doing this work. But yeah. This is probably something I'm going to be doing for every weekend, whether it be on YouTube Gaming or Twitch. If it's a home console game, then I'll be doing it on YouTube Gaming for streaming, or if I'm playing a PC game like what I did for Trails of Cold Steel, then it's going to be here on Twitch. So, yeah. Be on the lookout for that. But anyway, guys, take care of yourselves, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will definitely see you Saturday night when I get back to doing some more Trails of Cold Steel. And you all have a very pleasant day today. And until then, this is RRPG signing off by saying Godspeed and game on, gamers. Peace out.